Alexei Burning and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to give a book summary on the book Magnus Chase and the Hammer of Thor, which is the second book of Magnus Chase series. So I hope you enjoyed the summary. So basically, Thor's hammer is missing. So Magnus and his team, they're trying to find his hammer because the hammer brings fear to all the giants. And if there's no hammer, then the giants will attack Midgard or where the humans live, and the Ragnarok would start. So they have to find the hammer. So they first get some advice from the goat Otis, which is like the goat apprentice for Thor. And when Otis comes to talk to Magnus, an assassin comes and kills the goat, and he tells Magnus to not go to Provincetown. So naturally, he thought it was suspicious. So he and Magnus, Sam, Blitz, and Hearth, his friends, they go to Provincetown to see what's there. And they find a pit where they find some old Norse. And when they get there, some monster starts attacking, and they tell them that they have the Skafnung sword, which is the one of the sharpest swords in the 9 worlds. And apparently Loki needs that sword to cut him from the chains. So Loki is basically in chains because of a few centuries ago, he killed 2 of Thor's sons or whatever, and he got put in those chains. And if he got released, then Ragnarok would basically start. So they try to stop Randolph, which Loki sent, to get this Skafnung sword, but Randolph uses the sword and slashes Blitzen in his chest. And something different about the Skafnung sword than the other swords is that the only way to heal a gash is to use its pair called the Skafnung blade or the Skafnung stone. So Hearth actually knows the person who has his the stone. It was his dad. And as I explained in the last summary, Hearth's dad was very harsh on him, and he hated Hearth because he was deaf. So they go to Alfheim to try to receive the stone to heal Blitzen. So they go through like a whole entire roller coaster of journeys to get the stone, and they finally trick his dad to get the stone. So they heal Blitzen, and then things get better. And then after they heal Blitzen, they go to the god Heimdall. And Heimdall is basically the guarder of the Bifrost. And the Bifrost is a rainbow bridge from connecting Midgard and Asgard. And Heimdall basically warns all the gods when there's trouble coming. And he can also look everywhere in the 9 worlds, and he can see anything. So they were wondering if he could see the Hammer of Thor. But it turns out Heimdall cannot see it because a giant Therm, he has the hammer. And the hammer is basically buried really deep in the ground, since Therm is like an earth giant. And the only way that they can get the hammer is by him marrying Samira or Sam. And basically if they don't do that, then they won't get the hammer, and he will tell all the giants that he has the hammer and they can invade Midgard. But so they need to get the hammer right away, but they don't know how. But then Heimdall sees a sign in New York that says this: Magnus, come to my palace, from Big Boy. And as explained in the last book summary, Big Boy is a giant who tries to help Magnus but tries to not help him. He's a really confusing character. So they go to Big Boy's palace. They go through a bunch of adventures there, and they finally get help from Big Boy. And Big Boy says that they have to accept the marriage, so they can't not accept. But the thing is, Sam is already betrothed to her lover, Abir. So and she promised Abir that she would marry him. So there was kind of a confusion there. But then Magnus's friend Alex, she comes up with a plan to shapeshift into Sam. And basically, children of Loki, they can shapeshift, and Alex is a child of Loki. So he chooses to shapeshift into Sam and accept the wedding. So they go to Thor's palace. They follow all the rules until they have to go to Loki's cavern. And at Loki's cavern, it's where Loki is guarded with chains. And the wedding was where Randolph was gonna cut Loki from his chains, and when Ragnarok was gonna start. So will they succeed and keep Loki in his chains, or will they fail and will Ragnarok start? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this summary. Make sure to like this video, comment how you felt, and thanks for watching. Bye.